Well, I believe that as a city, we are historically a fiscally conservative community. If we were able to receive the exact same level of service at half the cost with the confidence that that costs were not going to increase over future years due to things like pension costs managed by the county rather than by the city of Los Altos, I think that we as a community would be forced to take the approach that would be most fiscally conservative and determine if that was the right approach for us. We did that with our fire services. As everyone knows, we do have county fire providing us fire services. If the sheriff truly were at half the cost and the same services, I think that that's something our community would have to consider. But from what I understand and from what we've seen, A, the sheriff is not necessarily looking to take on additional communities to provide policing services for, and B, I don't believe that we would have that significant cost savings.
I agree with Jared.
Yes.
I think there's a lot of controversy about this question. Obviously, that's why it was asked. But I think there's more to the issue than whether or not we're talking about $8 million versus $4 million. There's been a lot of interest in response time. So it takes a little more study into what kind of services we might give out for that. And I do agree with Jared that if in fact we could get the same service and the community felt as safe as it does now, it should be looked at. But it needs to be discussed thoroughly throughout the community.
I agree with Jared.
It's not groupthink.
I think as an ex-CFO of a large company, I had to manage a big budget. I mean, the responsibility of the CFO is always to look for if can we do things better at the same price, or can we do things cheaper with the same quality. So I think it's just a fiscal responsibility to look at it. And I have no idea whether the county can match the response time or the quality, but certainly if there is a potential saving, it should be looked at like any other potential savings for the city.
I believe that police services are a core service that absolutely should not be outsourced. No core service should be outsourced. So I disagree, I guess, with my colleagues here. I don't accept the premise that you would get a comparable service in the metropolitan area like we are in. I think it's vital that a community of our size and affluence have a proper police force to look out for the safety and well-being of all the citizens.